Hey, welcome back to Quick Looks for the Casual Hour. I'm Bobby. Joining me as always, Chase Kinnicky. Chase, we got another game from the Steam Next Fest. This one's called Toem, and I'm really excited to show this one to you.
Yeah, I mean this one I remember having a real good look. Do you remember what show we saw it in? Is this the Wholesome Game show? Wholesome Games Direct?
I thought that this was also shown at the Summer Game Fest.
Okay, that could be.
I think it was shown at both.
Yeah, I know it was definitely shown at the Wholesome Direct, but this game it's very photography based, which it feels like a lot of games shown at something like the Wholesome Direct were.
Yes,
and I guess they're like it's definitely not Pokemon Snap.
No,
but it feels like it feels like there's a generation of game developers out there who are like, oh, I love Pokemon Snap, and they never made another one, and then they made one this year. But like we have all these photography games that feel at least inspired by Pokemon Snap. Would you?
Yeah,
do you think this has any inspiration from that, or is this kind of completely different?
This is a game that I think people who've definitely played Pokemon Snap experienced. I think that games like Stardew Valley certainly have some DNA on here as well. Animal Crossing is a big one. Most recently, I think a game that tried to mimic some of that was that Cozy Grove, and I see a lot of Cozy Grove in here also.
Okay, yeah, like kind of diorama looking thing where
like little every section.
It's not fully built out, but yeah, it's just these little pieces, these little sections.
It's got this interesting like hand-drawn 3D look to it. So like right now, like some of those trees look 2D, but as you can see, we can move around this whole section here. So let me show you a little bit about what's going on with it here. You've got a menu that you can equip certain things. So we have some clogs that we have, which is great for walking short distances. I have not seen it. I mean, outside of the clicky clacky noise that we have, and then we got a foam finger. It's not nice to point, but we've got it equipped. Over here is our hike lady, and let me show you why the hike lady rules.
Not a Walkman, no. But a hike lady. I get it.
You find tapes in Toem, and I feel like
it's Metal Gear Solid. It's Metal Gear Solid V. Okay, I'm getting it now.
So let's get some squirrel photography going while we play. Also,
I played nuts.
Yeah.
Sure.
So this is our community card. And this is going to be some of our challenges. This is also going to be some of our progress. These are things that you can find on your own, but these are also things that you can pick up from people. So some really cool things around your photography that you'll want to focus in on as you're exploring. And then you also have your album. And I've snapped a few pictures so far. In the photo, we're going to take some pictures, but you can do some really cool stuff. And you can edit this, and you can like your photos and browse them that way and go into it. It's just really, really cool how that works. So talking with everyone, it's more of just like gibberish with some sound waves on it. These benches allow you to, let me pull this up here for you. If you wait for the bus, this is how you can start to progress over your map. So we start over here in Homelandia, and we're in Oaklaville right now. And so we're just getting to know what's happening here. This little thing up here, for example, so this is your camera.
Okay.
It does not like you looking at it. So that's just one little weird thing.
People say skedaddle these
days. They don't. But there's also been some things that I found, and I don't know if it shows this way in my album. Let me pull this up really quick. There was a couple creature things that I had found. It's like, hey, yeah, here we go. So you get this like kind of holographic special.
Whoa, hell yeah.
So when you take some pictures here, like this was a specific type of, and I didn't know this, but I just thought these birds looked really cool, and they happen to be these birds right over here. So I was like, well, if I move up on them, they fly away, but could I back it up like this and wait for them to show back up? And then I can zoom in, and it does some really nice stuff with focus.
Yeah, I really like the look of this.
Yeah, this has got such a good look to it. And again, we're playing that soundtrack right now that comes with it. We can flip our camera around and we can take selfies with our gear.
Sure. Uh-huh.
And it does this really nice thing with bracketing that shows you items of interest. So if I flip this back around and I zoom in, you know, maybe there's something to identify with this over here. So I'm gonna get a little bit closer and see what this is all about. Grab a quick seat, pull out our camera, and let's snap a picture there. It didn't really do anything, so I'm not gonna hold that there. It looks like you can hold up to 128 photos, by the way.
Okay.
So let's interact with some people and see if we can come up with some new stuff here.
What's that big cube?
That's a great question. So these are some of those fancy photos. Oh. Challenges. I forgot. I signed up for these already. Let's find out this. Oh, it's just it's a limb, it looks like. But you know what? Since you said that to me, you see this beetle up here?
Oh, that looks so good.
We're going to save that beetle. I don't know if we need it or not. Let me pull my challenges back up here. That's on our community.
Yeah,
card.
I was going to ask, what are some challenges that you need here?
So we got monster spotting. Monster collector looking for the world's different monsters. I think that's for her. This cozy character has lost its favorite sock. Hope it's found soon. The photo challenge guide has offered a tiny arm of soldiers. This is what we're looking for. Apparently there are soldiers nearby, and they are tiny. And
I'm going to guess they are ants.
that sounds ants go marching
I
on.
had to guess.
Get a good photo of a DJ, and time for photosynthesis. So maybe something of a flower. Let's look around here for any ants.
Yeah, let me ask you this question, Bobby. Are you feeling like... So I recently played, we're going to talk about it on the podcast that we do every Wednesday on twitch.tv/The Casual Hour.
Yeah.
But I recently started Umurangi Generation.
Oh, cool.
On Switch. And it is similar in that it's a game about photography and about taking photos of very specific things. But it has things in there that are... it's broad enough on some of these things that it asks you to take photos of. Very nice. That's a great snail photo.
Thank you.
It's broad enough in some of the things that you can be a little, like you can kind of game the system a little bit, or you can do things cleverly. Like it'll ask you to take a photo of, what was one of the ones they asked? Like they asked me to take a photo of like the word mix, M-I-X.
Okay.
And there are a couple different places in the level that has the word mix. So it's not like you have to find the one very specific part of it. You could find another part where it's just asking you to find the word mix. Or like it'll ask you to take a photo of a bird, and you can be looking around the level for a bird, like a real flying around bird, but then there might be some graffiti that somebody's done of a bird. And if you take a photo of that also counts as a bird. Or there might be a bird photo or there might be like an image of a bird on a skateboard, and if you took a photo of that would also count as a bird. Have you found anything like that in this game where it can ask you for something, but it has kind of potentially hidden meanings?
Not yet, but this is literally the beginning stages. I played about 15 minutes of it, and the first 15 is you talking with your grandmother quite a bit about your family's history of photography, and you spend some time going through a really cool photo book of your family. But I have not seen anything where it's like, this could be this, or it could be that. I have not encountered that yet.
Because like when I see something like take a photo of an army, a tiny army, like maybe that could be ants, maybe that could be like tiny plastic army men that are just on the ground somewhere.
Yep.
Like I could see it meaning a couple of different things, and that seems like a fun little puzzly thing going on here.
Yeah. So I think that there's going to be some absolute unique ways to approach these challenges.
Or like, are these kids scouts? Like if these kids are like Cub Scouts or something, is that a tiny something because they're in uniform? Like I could see that being
would be the thing. Yeah, I think that would be fair. Oh, there's a box back here, but I can't get to it yet. I wonder if I can get this axe. Doesn't look like it. I'll keep moving about here.
Can you take a photo of the box?
Back there?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a picture of it.
Maybe that does something to it. Maybe it activates in some way. Sounds like it's doing something.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Wow. Powerful box. Sweet rock. Oh, the rock has a face.
Yeah, let me get in here a little bit closer to it.
Hell yeah. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
My name's Rocky. My name's Rocky the Rock.
It looks like Ditto. It's a pet rock. That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
Chase, I really like this game.
I can imagine so.
Let's talk to the Scoutmaster up here and see if they have anything. Oh my god.
Yeah, pronounce that one, Bobby. You know that.
Xiao Bjornana camp?
Sure.
I'm doing a pretty good job if you ask me. Yeah, I want to be a scout. Let's be scouts.
Oh,
Tiny soldiers.
Tiny army, yeah.
Finish our photo cookbook. Let's see if I can get this pulled up here. What am I looking at here? I guess I can't. There we go. Turn around. Oh. I'll take that one too. Ladybug. And looks like we can keep it clean. It's just sitting down.
It seems incredibly pleasant.
Yeah, I think that this is a great game to, you know, we say this a lot. We're like, hey, this is a great podcast game, but I like the soundtrack a whole lot also. And I think that it would be something to like just kind of lose yourself and use this as a great palate cleanser. I love the look of it. I like the idea of this kind of scavenger mystery of trying to find things. Let's see if we can turn anything in really quick. I think we found one. Sounded like we found one at least.
Is she the one who was looking for the tiny army?
Yes. Nope. Forest bird. Tom. Tom's pretty cool.
Maybe it needs to be more than 3 of them there. Maybe like you get initiated into the scouts.
Yeah.
You'll meet more scouts.
Tiny army of soldiers. Photo challenge. Only a true scout can complete these tasks. Block thistle. Cotton puff. Striped shroom. All right, that sounds more like stuff we've seen. And I know that the sock went missing over here.
Ah, yes, I see the scene of the crime.
Yeah, so we got a missing sock. We'll just keep pressing on here. Chase, is there anything that like you feel like this? I mean, like, does this ring like, oh, this is like an Animal Crossing game, or like outside of it just being cute and wholesome? Like, do you think that it has any of that DNA in it?
I mean, I feel like from a game standpoint, this is a little bit more unique than that kind of thing. Like it is closer to something like Umurangi Generation, although okay, with a much more lighthearted tone than Umurangi for sure, and maybe a little bit more chilled out. I really like the way that the
camera works.
Background look. Well, yeah, but like when you go from the kind of non-camera view when you're looking around and it's kind of that diorama thing.
Yeah.
But then you go into the camera and now there's a background to things. Like you see all those trees in the background.
Yep.
That looks really cool.
Yeah, it's got such a good look to it. I don't know. I didn't really hear a lot about like development plans for the game. Like, is it going to be on multiple things? Currently, it's on PC. That's where we're playing this right now. But I have to imagine it's going to be on the Switch. That seems like a really great one. Hey,
I feel like it did get announced for consoles. Let me look that up while you're continuing to play.
Also, I'm a big fan of stamps, and being able to stamp your community card with things that you've been doing, I think is really cool. So that was cool. Just keep checking things out. Oh, wow. We got ghost glasses, Chase.
That's pretty cool.
And we're going to equip them now. Oh, now we can see ghosts. That's awesome. And you can pet the dog. Bonus points.
Yeah, I'm only seeing it on Steam, unfortunately, but...
Is it Windows only?
That I don't know. I'm looking it up on my phone, so it's a little hard to tell.
Figure out what I used to look like. So there's all kinds of quests that I am seeing here. Oh, this is so cool. Chase, I feel like we could get lost in this game for a very long time. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. But maybe this is enough so far for people to see.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is a game. I don't want to speak for anybody that would be watching our content, but I will say this much. This is a game that is probably best left to you to explore on your own. And if you don't have the ability to do so, maybe when the game gets a little bit further down the line, we might actually do a stream of it or something like that. If it is especially going to be PC only. What is that guy out there? Hang on. I just gotta look at one more thing here. Who is that? Anyway, Chase, this is called Toem. That's your name in the game. You are Toem. And Toem kicks all kinds of ass, in my opinion. I love the look. I love the feel. I love what they're having you do. The last time a game made me feel this good was when I first started playing Ooblets Early Access. This is just a very happy game. And it's been one that I've enjoyed checking out with you.
Definitely.
If you like what we're doing here, we are going to cover a few more games from the Next Fest for Steam. I think that was going on from June 16th to June 22nd. They've got a few other future events planned where you can download demos at home. But if you like what we're doing, give us a like and subscribe. We post these quick looks at least 2 times a week. We also record our podcast, as Chase mentioned earlier, Wednesday nights at twitch.tv/thecasualhour, as well as we have a segment called Casual Mondays where we play games, usually more tactic games on Monday, but we are open to other ones there. And then we stream other games on Friday nights as well. Chase, anything I'm missing that we should let the fine folks know about?
I think you covered it all.
Awesome. Well, Chase, thanks for being here, and thanks for checking out Toem.